What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. I'm really sick and tired of doing these videos. I cannot emphasize how sick and tired I am of doing videos about bodybuilders passing away. Whether it's female competitors, male competitors, you name it, it seems like 1 to 2 times a week, I'm on here banging my desk with my fist about another bodybuilder that's passed away. And normally it's due to the usual suspects, and that's heart problems. And the reason I do these videos isn't because I'm some sick, demented freak looking after views. I'm doing these videos because we need to talk about why bodybuilders are dying. We need to talk about what's causing these deaths, and we need to help warn people about what happens when you take risks. Now, this bodybuilder, I am seeing one report about why he died. Haven't verified it, haven't talked to the family. So we're going to talk in broad terms, just using this as an opportunity to get the word out about the dangers of abusing steroids and of having a risky lifestyle. I also want to emphasize that we need to take care of our hearts. If there's one thing we learned in 2020, if there's one thing we learned from all of the heart effects from what happened, you know what happened in 2020 and 2021 and beyond. Athletes dropping dead on the field. We are 100% knowing that the heart is the organ, okay? Your kidneys go out, you have dialysis, you get a kidney transplant. Your liver is extremely resilient. You got people who are alcoholics for decades upon decades. They might get some cirrhosis, but generally speaking, the liver is resilient. I love when they talk about mild myocarditis. That's my personal favorite. That's when I knew it was a big psyop. When they're like, well, it's just mild myocarditis. Guys, there's no such thing as mild heart swelling. We need to stop downplaying what happens when we take risks. We need to stop downplaying the fact that taking copious amounts of steroids while not paying attention to your health, by not paying attention to your blood markers, by not getting your calcium scoring tests done at least every 3 years. We need to understand that whether you're taking steroids or not, you need to take care of your heart. Even before this whole 2020, 2021 experimental thing, dude, I've known so many people. I've known triathletes. I've known long distance runners. I've known healthy people with congenital heart defects in their 40s, in their 50s, sometimes in their 30s, out of nowhere just having a heart attack and dying because they thought they were healthy. They're running, they're doing everything. They're going to the gym, but they didn't realize they were building up some calcium. They weren't taking the supplements that might help decrease that arterial buildup of calcium. They weren't doing the right things to prevent it. Now, we can die any second. I can have a heart attack and keel over dead now. Based on my family history, as long as I don't get diabetes, my family does a great job historically of making themselves sick. You got a history of alcoholics, drug addicts, shit. My great-grandfather was a horse thief. You have criminals in these families. My grandfather, for goodness sake, he escaped Auschwitz. Like, they tried to kill him. My people are good at not dying from heart attacks, but I've taken risks. You've taken risks. We've all taken risks. Whether you got an illness or a virus, that does impact your heart. That's why we need to take care of our hearts. So the bodybuilder who passed away, we're going to talk about this. And we're going to look at this in a positive light. I don't want to see anyone comment, steroid abuser, he deserved it. You see those things, and they're just sad. I saw that this weekend with the whole Trump thing. The attempted assassination. You got people on one side saying that, oh, if only he had better aim. What a heartless piece of crap you are. And that we don't need that. We need humanity. We need understanding. We need to understand that this guy had a ton of followers and family and friends who are saddened. So we want to use his death. We want to use his passing, his untimely passing at the age of 32 for good. We want his legacy to be that he helped educate people. And we always said this during the 2020, 2021, when they told us to cover our faces. Well, if we can only save just one life, if this video saves just one life, if 2 people watch this and they start taking better care of their heart and their health, and I'm going to give you a lot of options here. I'm going to give you at the end of this video, after we go over what happened to this poor young man, I'm going to talk about supplements that can help. Most of them I don't even sell. You go to Amazon. If you need a reference to the brand I take, I'll give it to you. We have them on Tiger Fitness probably. We have thousands of products. And I'm going to give you exercise recommendations. And I'm going to give you diet recommendations. I'm going to do my best to educate. This video might take 30 minutes. So guys, grab your fat-free popcorn. The good stuff, you know, the stuff popped with coconut butter that you buy at Whole Foods, not that movie theater shit. And let's talk about this young man. And I say young because he's 11 years, well, almost 12 years, my junior, right? So let's talk about this. And this is from Generation Iron. I stole all of this content from Generation Iron, so please don't tell me to take it down, including the picture and the title, because they did it right. So Generation Iron, thank you for letting me plagiarize your shit, because I'm too busy to do it myself, and I don't have access to his pictures. So nonetheless, NPC Bodybuilder, he wasn't quite a pro yet. Danny Broadhurst has passed away at 32 years old. I don't care what you say. A lean, healthy male has no business passing away at 32 years old. I'm sorry. That's not fucking normal, guys. Danny Broadhurst, an up-and-coming star in bodybuilding, died unexpectedly, which was about a movie, by the way, over the weekend. NPC bodybuilder Danny Broadhurst passed away suddenly over the weekend at 32 years old, according to multiple reports. Cause of death has not been shared. I did as much searching as I could today. All I found is heart attack. I don't know if that's trolling shit. I'm not going to say that definitively, but we are going to, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I'm not saying that for certain. But I'm going to use this opportunity to educate on heart health because, man, the last 7-10 years of my life has been dedicated to heart health. And I'll get into what I'm doing and I'll get into what you should do if you want. If you don't want to do it, that's on you. Like, we live in a country where there's free will. Do what you need to do, bro. Broadhurst was a star on the rise. NPC level, grew massive following on social media due to his incredible physique. Many fans of Broadhurst, by the way, go to generationiron.com for this article, shared their condolences once they heard the news of his passing on different platforms. The one thing I see when I look at him, and that's contest prep face, a lot of people are commenting, well, he's only 32. If you've ever been in contest prep, even when I competed naturally back in 2007, dude, I look terrible. I look 10 years older than I am now. I look like 50. People are like, you look old. I'm like, there's no fat in your face. Like, yeah, he's got hair loss. He'd probably lose his hair anyway. Like, yeah, he looks old. It's contest prep face. It is what it is. Contest prep is not healthy, no matter how you slice it. Whether you're natty or not, getting down that level of leanness it takes to win is not healthy. And my good friend Greg Doucette, he's done. We were speaking this morning about it, and yeah, I mean, he's done some great videos on Mike Israel telling the risks he's taking. And if you want more info on health and bodybuilding, I recommend that you watch Greg Doucette's latest videos. Greg Doucette's done a fantastic job educating the public about the risks and why he doesn't take them anymore. He began competing. Also, he competed twice in 2024. Now, let me be honest, competing twice in a year, very stressful. So 2 things you see kill bodybuilders historically: heart and kidneys. Heart and kidneys. And we always pay attention to our livers because oral steroids, but we never pay attention to our kidneys. Guys, your kidneys, if you look at historically, Matarazzo, Flex Wheeler, Munzer, Arnold's had a couple heart surgeries. It's heart and kidneys. Heart and kidneys, heart and kidneys, heart and kidneys. Bodybuilders, if you're taking exogenous steroids, even if you're a natty, heart and kidneys. Heart and kidneys. I'm going to say it once again for those of you in the back. Heart and kidneys. He continued to work towards earning his pro card. In 2022, he suffered an ankle injury that required a pause in training as he recovered fully. As time went on, he recovered from an injury and built his physique back up to an elite level. This was a really big dude. He began competing at the NPC level in 2016. That means about 8 years of hardcore bodybuilding supplement use. And by supplements, I mean steroids, most likely. Again, I don't know what he's taking. Looking at his physique, he's probably not natty. He was victorious during the San Francisco Championships, by the way, a very tough show. And this fueled him to improve further to work towards the IFBB. In 2024, Broadhurst finished fourth in the pro qualifier during the Worldwide Mexico Super Show Regional Pro Qualifier. He had 3 victories under his belt. This includes the 2021 NPC Motherload Championship and 2022 Legion Sports Fest. Legion Sports Fest, by the way, very tough show. He posted on Instagram July 7th, giving his fans a physique update as he prepared for his next competition. When you look at that, you don't think heart attack, do you? Well, you shouldn't. You should think that guy's virile and powerful. But now, because all these bodybuilders are dying, we look at it and we're like, that's not healthy, right? Like, that's not where bodybuilding should be. So again, here's his contest history, and that's pretty much the article. So looking at his Instagram, let's flip over to that. So here's the latest picture posted on here. It doesn't really have, just a bunch of photos. I don't know which show it's from, but this is his Instagram. And he sent a bunch of photos from the NPC Nationals. Okay, so he was at NPC Nationals. Let's see what else we got here. It's a big dude. Big dude. I mean, it's a beautiful shot. Very lean, you know. I mean, you would never guess. And that was just recently at the Arnold. Obviously, I think he just got married or he was about to get married. Yeah, I mean, this is just a young up-and-coming guy who just, his time came too soon. Too soon. Like, he's no longer here, guys. And I mean, yeah, we can say that he did what he wanted to do. And he went out how he wanted to go out. I guarantee you he did not want to go out at 32. Leaves behind a woman, leaves behind whatever else he had, friends, fans. How many followers? I didn't even look at that. He has 5,200 followers. I mean, a lot of people like the guy. A lot of people like the guy. And now he's no longer here, along with a lot of other people. I just did a video last week of a female bodybuilder that passed away. So the heart. Let's talk about it. The heart is fascinating. My business partner, CT Fletcher, has a secondhand heart. CT Fletcher was a big fat power lifter for a lot of his life. That took its toll. Also, just genetically predisposition to heart problems. Black males are more likely to have heart disease, heart issues, and the wear and tear he put through it, despite training, despite eating mostly clean most of his life, it just happens. You know, you could have genetic predisposition. Again, genetics, all you could do is fight them as hard as you can, but you're not gonna turn off genetics. You're not gonna turn off, pre-existing conditions or congenital conditions. You're just not gonna turn those off. All you can do is mitigate them as much as humanly possible. That's all you can do. So looking at this, what's going on? Man, diet. Honestly, it's mostly a matter of just not being fat. We can point to keto, carnivore. We've had Dr. Sean Baker on Evening Rants, rumble.com/evening rants. We have our nightly podcast. We've had Dr. Sean Baker. We had Ali Gilbert on there. She's not a doctor, but she's very intelligent, very talented. We had Joey Antonio, Dr. Joey Antonio, talk about health. At the end of the day, we can argue all day about vegan and carnivore and balanced and zone. Me personally, I'm a high protein, moderate carb, moderate fat kind of guy, meaning that my protein and carbs are generally around equal. My carbs are a little bit higher, and I have, pretty good amount of fat, about 100 to 150 grams a day, depending on my diet phase. So, I mean, you have those things where the bottom line is whatever diet you choose, just don't be fat. Don't be fat. The number one comorbidity is being fat. So don't be fat. Whatever diet you choose, make sure it's one that could keep you from being fat. Obviously, this gentleman wasn't fat, but there were a lot of other extenuating circumstances. Again, like copious steroid use. And you could be lean and you could be unhealthy. Or he could have had a congenital defect that made it where he reacted very poorly to the exogenous steroids. I don't know. But if we're looking at preventing things, the bottom line is not being fat is number one. Obviously not his issue. Number two is your heart. Okay, you need to get tests. Blood work, you need to get it every 6 to 12 months or more frequent if you're on steroids. And I'm not talking about TRT dose. I'm not talking about 150 milligrams a week. I'm not talking about little pity-patty doses. I'm talking about bodybuilding doses. Like my buddy Chase Irons is taking like 2 grams of test right now a week, some tren and whatever else he's taking. Like that's when you need frequent blood work, okay? Get your blood work done. Calcium scoring. What happens is plaque builds up on your wall. That decreases your blood flow. What happens? Your blood has nowhere to go. The flow is small and you die. You have a heart attack and you die. That's what happens. Other things I like to get checked just while we're here. Get your skin checked every year for, melanomas, carcinomas, whatever. And also a colonoscopy after the age of 45. Once you get the first one, your doctor will tell you how long you need to wait. Mine's every 10 years. I did mine at 43 because I have IBS. My wife is actually every 3 years because she had polyps. So again, those are the 4 tests I recommend everybody have. As far as supplements are concerned, going by the science, nattokinase, so the recent data, the dosing is much higher. And it's actually been found in recent data to decrease arterial plaque more effectively than statins. Rosuvastatin was the only thing we really knew would do it pharmaceutically. So boom, you got it there. Rosuvastatin also has this uncanny ability to take down inflammation within the arterial walls, but statins are very harsh. You think you were sore after leg day, take statins. Your body will hurt like it's never hurt before. So with that being said, nattokinase, the studied dose, 10,800 FUs a day. What I say is just take 10,000 FUs a day. If you get the doctor's best on Amazon, that would be 5 of the capsules. Or at tigerfitness.com, we have the Now Foods brand. That is 5 caps. I take 2 in the morning and 3 at night. Do you need to split it? I don't know. But I just split it anyway. It can't hurt. Another thing you could take is niacin. Get the niacin extended release, not the non-flush. Make sure you get the extended release or you will flush pretty bad. And what you would do there is take one of those. I forgot the exact dosing. Niacin to increase your HDL has very positive effects on cholesterol. Another thing is citrus bergamot. Take between 1,000 and 2,000 milligrams per day. Citrus bergamot, which also has effects on cholesterol and blood lipids, this and that. And the third, vitamin K has shown to have a lot of benefits on arterial plaque. That's vitamin K is another one. Another thing I like to do for liver, heart, kidney, and lung health is ambrosia nectar. I'll actually play an ad at the end of this video for it. Again, ambrosia nectar just covers all your bases, very healthy supplement. Take it along with it. A good multivitamin can't hurt, MTS Nutrition Immortal, but I'm talking about heart health. That's for overall health, but those are my things. Citrus bergamot, vitamin K, nattokinase, niacin, there's 4, and nectar. Top it off. That gives you 5. Mark, that's a lot of pills. Yeah, still cheaper than your funeral. All right. They're not expensive. It's like $14 for a month's supply for all of those. Like you're looking at like a $50 investment. Nectar makes it like 80. Okay. That's a good insurance policy. You should budget that shit in. I don't care if you buy it from me or not. Don't take nectar. Don't care. Take the other 4. Or don't listen to me and tell me to fuck off. But take those, please. As far as exercise, weight training, it's so healthy, so good for you. Okay, I want to see you do at least 3 sessions a week. No more than 6. 3 to 6 sessions a week, at the least 2. Cardio, level 2, AKA low intensity, incline treadmill. Where you can talk, but not easily, right? You're walking really fast or hiking. I go hiking at least 3 times a week. I like to see you get on average of, I think it's like 150 minutes a week. So like 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. I think the data is showing 200 minutes, but you're doing the other activity. Like those studies don't factor in the other activity. Then once every 7 to 10 days, I like to see high intensity VO2 max training. That'd be sprints. That would be boxing training, something really hardcore, really intense. I like to go to the park and do sprints with my son. We'll usually do 40-yard dash. We'll do 20 40-yard dashes. Takes about 20 minutes. You sprint up, walk back, sprint up, walk back. I like doing the 40 because, well, my son's going to have to run the 40 in like 5 years when he's getting tested. So I figure, why not run something that, do something that'll actually help him perform. And at the same time, I can help prevent myself from dying and make him fast as hell so he can go body people on the football field. That's it. Exercise, diet, supplementation. That's what we have. That's what'll help you not die. I mean, it's just what'll help you not die. That's the best we have. And I mean, there's no way around it. Like, you're just going to have to work. Exercise is work. If you want to get a little more crazy, if you want to decrease overall morbidity, overall death possibility, sauna can help. I believe you're looking at an average of, I think it's like 20 minutes. I think it's 10 to 20 minutes, 4 days a week is what they're showing on sauna usage. I try to get at least 3 days. I have one in my house though. If you have one at your gym after training, go in there. It's actually some data that is coming out that's showing that it amplifies your muscle gains. If you do go in the sauna post-workout, it's inconclusive data though, but I don't give a shit about your size right now. I'm just trying to get you not to die of a heart attack. So forgive me if you don't enjoy that bit of info. Sauna's great. So that pretty much does it. That's my recommendations. And I will say these every time somebody passes away, because again, if you can only save just one life, and again, don't buy my brands. Don't give a fuck. This is a fucking message to wake y'all up that you only have one heart. And someone like CT Fletcher's been blessed to have a backup heart put in. Like, CT Fletcher is more than blessed, but he got lucky. He had a match and he got the heart. And he's been taking care of it. He's outlived every expectation. But remember, he died on the table. That man's been dead and he came back to life. Do you really want that? No, you don't. Take care of your heart. Take care of yourself. Okay, guys? Pay attention to all your blood work and get it done frequently, because blood work is just a snapshot in time. Like our podcast with Dr. Sean Baker, he said he tested his cholesterol was, I think, 140 overall, which is fantastic. He fasted and did a little workout. It went to 300. Thing is, it's transient. It's a snapshot in time. That's why you need multiple blood work to compare to each other and contrast to each other. So with that being said, guys, hopefully that helped you. I'm going to go to all your chat. Right now we're on chat on YouTube. I don't see anybody chatting on Rumble. We have a good amount of viewers on Rumble, a lot of viewers, but nobody's chatting. So if Rumble has any questions, I'll check it one more time. But let's go to the questions on YouTube. Blood work can save you a little bit. It gives you a warning. Blood work gives you an opportunity to course correct. Personally, I believe people are free to use steroids for whatever reason they feel is necessary, but personally, I would never recommend it. Amen. Unless you need medically diagnosed TRT, which we learned in our podcast on rumble.com/evening rants on Friday. It's healthier to have TRT to bring you up to normal levels than to have low testosterone. Testosterone is healthier than being deficient if it's TRT. That is replacement dosage. That is not super physiological dosing. So don't get it twisted. Okay, that doesn't mean a steroid cycle is healthy. That means that it's healthy. That doesn't mean if you're normal, taking more is healthy. That means that if your testosterone is abnormally low and you bring it up to normal, you are healthier than someone who isn't taking testosterone but is deficient. Amen, brother. Thank you, Romans Loft. Yes, that is too young, man. That is too young. Roids. Well, just to fantastic comment there. Let's see. We're going through the comments. Risk versus reward. I feel for the family. Like, everything you do is a risk to reward, right? Like, we were climbing up White's Mountain in New Hampshire, and there were a couple places where, man, it was, if I slipped, I was going to fall and die. That's a risk. But the reward was getting to the top. So again, everything you do in life is a risk. Oh yeah, I gave you a heart health routine. Hopefully you enjoyed that, Alex. Intestinal health takes a toll. So guys, I have to admit, I'm a fucking hippie. I'm a hippie. So every day I drink a bottle of kombucha. I drink a bottle of kombucha every day. I get the Health Aid one. Sometimes Synergy has a good one. Aldi sells a really good one for like $2 per bottle. I drink one of those every day. I take machine uptake, about 3 wafers a day. It's machine uptake. That's my brand, MTS Nutrition. I also, with 3 of my meals, I'll either eat sauerkraut or what is that? Why am I blanking on the name of it? The that nasty fucking Korean shit. Not kefir, not kombucha. Fuck. Why? It's the Korean like cabbage, it's kimchi. That stuff tastes like shit, but I'll eat it 2 to 3 times a day. Either that or, a sauerkraut, like an organic sauerkraut I get from Trader Joe's. So I take very good care of my gut, very good care. And it's pretty much cured my IBS. I also take Ambrosia Flora. So I take Flora, Uptake, kombucha, sauerkraut, and why am I blanking on that? It tastes so bad. I can't remember the name even after I just said it. I hate that shit so bad, but I eat it anyway. Fact is, bodybuilding is an extremely unhealthy venture. I'm a former natural pro. That drug use took a toll on me. It sure did, Jordan. I remember that. Wish you would have told me. I'm not going to go into specifics, but after his prep, Jordan told me of this crazy health issue he had. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? He said, I thought it was normal. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. All the best, Jordan. Thanks for joining us. How do you get your doctor your blood work? Mine won't even let me get a new, first of all, chance. If you're in the USA, get a new doctor. Your doctor's a piece of shit. He should lose his medical license. Another thing is, I'm going to put in the chat right now. You go to a clinic and they'll actually order the blood work you need. So I'm going to give you my doctor. It's a clinic. And honestly, that's who you're going to work with, right? Like clinics will do the best job. They just do better than these fucking stupid doctors a lot of the time. So I'm going to put it in the chat. You're on YouTube, right? Yeah, thank God. So I'm putting it in the chat. So what happens is I have a good doctor. So my doctor actually works with hormone health and wellness. My doctor will work with him. They'll work on the blood work together. So my hormone clinic will send the blood work they want tested to my doctor. My doctor will write the script for it. So my insurance covers it. And then I get the complete results, and both my doctor and my hormone clinic reads it over. I am very blessed to have a very good doctor in Brentwood, Tennessee. His name is Dr. Olive at Brentwood Medical. Heritage. He's great. I love the guy. Like he's a normal doctor. He's a normal guy, but he is very good. Very good. I love my general practitioner. I love my hormone doctor, and I'm in very good hands. Nectar gave me serious gas. That's weird. I've never heard that happening. Have you taken it with food? I knew Danny. He was such a good person. Man, I'm sorry for your loss, brother. Hi, Tiger Fitness. Thank you for your message. Thank you, Kenna. I really appreciate you. What do you think about telmisartan? So it brings down your blood pressure. So I have a friend who actually gets anxiety, and his blood pressure, while normal when he's not anxious, will shoot up. He's on it. Here's my opinion on telmisartan. If you don't have to take a blood pressure medication, don't take it. I got my blood pressure in the 110/70 consistently, even at the doctor's office. So my question to you is, why would you take a prescription drug for your blood pressure when you can just change it with lifestyle? If you absolutely need it, yeah, that's great. But you shouldn't need it, especially if you're a young man who's training. Chance Harmon, change your doctor. Yeah, your doctor's a fucking piece of shit. Did you react to Mike? Am I supposed to? Why am I reacting to him? Did Mike say something to me? Thanks for the tips, Mark. Kimchi, that's it, kimchi, thank you. Do digestive supplements help absorb more protein? Your body will absorb the protein, I would say, no matter what. It'll help your body digest it and keep you healthier, immune and gut health. I'm not going to make that claim. Using your products during prep really helps. Showtime is on Wednesday for nationals. All the best. That is a hard fucking show. Did you react to Mike and Chris or just Chris? Oh, you mean the Trent twins? I thought you were talking about Israel Tell. I did a video on the one that was in the middle, the one I had a picture on. I don't even know which one it was. I just was like, hey, here it is. And I talked about it. I don't know. I don't remember. Started a probiotic. Oh, I'll see Greek yogurt twice a day. It's helped me so much with stomach problems. Yeah, dude, yogurt's great. Do you remember the hype around BioGrow? Yeah, I do. I do, because I liked it. And then we came out with overtraining solutions and it kind of, did better. But then we discontinued overtraining solutions because it was redundant, because we have Imulina and Vita. But yeah, I mean, BioGrow, colostrum's good. I don't mind colostrum. Very good for your gut. TRT is all a man needs. Steroids are capped, not worth it. I'll tell you what, it's really difficult to compete against people who are on full-fledged cycles when you're on TRT. So TRT is all you need to be a healthy, strong, vibrant male. If you are deficient, I would argue you don't even need TRT if your body is producing testosterone. But if you are deficient in it, you should look into it just for your own sake, own health. I agree. Once you get on blood pressure pills, it's very hard to get off. Yep. Thank you, Kenna. Thank you. Is that your picture? You might be the most attractive girl subscribed to this channel, or the only one. Almost certain got my blood pressure to 128/64. Yeah, I'd rather just not do. I try to stay. Look, man, as much as I love prescriptions, I love drugs, I like to stay off as much as possible. Mark, do you think you were on a heavy cycle if it shortened your life? I don't know. I don't know. Based on my markers now, no. But I mean, when you look at like your heart, if you fuck it up, like there's going to be scarring. I was only 33. I would like to think no, but there's a possibility. Absolutely. Do I regret it? I don't believe in regrets, because even the, business decisions I made that were bad, personal life decisions I made that were bad, at the time they were bad, but it led to who I am now. So I just want people to I want to prevent people from having to learn from their mistakes. But at the end of the day, man, you're who you are as a person is as much related to the mistakes you made as it is the successes you've had. So as you develop as a human being, no one is infallible. No one makes zero mistakes. So I think that, no, I have no regrets on anything I've done in life. Even if I die early, it just made me who I am. I'm putting a little steroids today. Get those arms in check, chest crazy. Yes, I have no idea what Daniel's talking about. Not the time for jokes, my bro. Do you know Jason Blaha? Not personally, but we used to have a bad feud back in the day, or good. We both got more views over it. Does taking oral bromelain and protein intake? So you're talking bromelain, which is an enzyme. Bromelain, I'm hoping that's what it means. I have no idea what bromelain is. Bromelain is actually fantastic. It's found naturally in pineapples. Comment got deleted, not by me. If you can see, I'm barely clicking these things. I didn't delete any comment. If you deleted it, go ahead and post it again and I'll click on it. Legit HRT doc clinic females. I'm not sure if Hormone Health and Wellness. I think Merrick Health has female stuff. If you guys can find Allie Gilbert, you females, Allie Gilbert, she was on Allie, ALIGILBERT, Allie Gilbert. She was on our podcast, Evening Rants, rumble.com/Evening Rants. She was on our podcast and she was on TRT. And I believe she works with Merrick Health, but go ahead and ask her. She welcomes the DMs. Send her a dick pic. Said I sent you. Heard from a number of industry folks that BioGrow is spiked. It wasn't. I took it. It didn't do anything that made me bigger. It's colostrum. I don't eat veggies. I just buy. I still think you need some real veggies, even though our machine greens is great. It's a supplement. It's a supplement. Yes, Mark, it's my picture. Kenna, thank you for being an attractive female on this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because normally we just get dudes. So it's like 92% dudes. So just know that this is like going to a club, Kenna, this channel. It's like going to a club and you're the only girl. So no matter what, you're a 10. If you look at the fucking comments, like these are all, this channel is a sausage fest. All right, from 1,000 testosterone, whatever. 200 milligrams of test got me in amazing shape, brother. You guys, after unnatural amounts of muscle, your body was meant to be muscular. You are not hairless chimps. I like you, dude. I like the fact that you're preaching TRT and your picture is you holding a steroid vial. I love you, bro. Michael Robson, truth, where we've been determines where we are and where we will go. Amen, Michael. And Michael actually filled on an evening rants on Monday. When did he fill in? Filled in on Friday. And no, he filled in after Trump's assassination attempt. That was Saturday. Michael, I need to stop smoking marijuana. I'm losing my friggin' short-term memory. Just kidding, guy. I don't smoke weed. Are you a Republican? Actually, no. Technically speaking, if I ever run for office, which is possible, not probable, it's possible, I'm a Mises Caucus libertarian. So I am voting this election for Donald Trump. Up until Saturday, I was voting for RFK. I'm still up in the air. I met RFK. Let me see if I can pull this up. So I met RFK I was at a random lighthouse in Maine. And I met RFK, and it changed everything for me because RFK is the realest guy I've ever met in my life. He is such a good dude. So we're walking along and we were just killing time before dinner on vacation. And my wife, I didn't even notice him. Like, I'm just kind of in la la land, just enjoying the fact that we're in beautiful Mother Nature in beautiful Portland, Maine, by a lighthouse. My wife goes, "Hey, that's RFK." And I'm like, "What? No, it's not." I look over and it's RFK. And I'm like, I don't want to bother him, but I'm just going to go up. So I walked up next to his security guard and I was like, I just looked at him and the security guard looks at me and just nods his head. And he noticed I was jacked and RFK loves lifting. And so he goes, "Hey, Robert, come over here for a second." Robert stops what he's doing, which he's getting ready to film his address he did on Saturday. And he goes, "Hey, how are you doing? Great to meet you." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, congratulations on everything you've done so far. Wish you the best in the election." And I shook his hand. There's the picture right there. And then I said, "And also, like, I retweeted your incline bench press because I thought it was awesome." He goes, "Yeah, I remember seeing that." And his voice is much better in person than it is on camera. So anyway, we're chatting a couple minutes, and he sees my kids behind me. And this is what won me over. He sees my children behind me. He pushes me out of the way, right? Not physically, but he kind of like just walks by me and goes, "Hey, these are kids?" Walks by me, reaches into his pocket and pulls out these little buttons for them. And I was like, oh. So he took a couple minutes to talk to my kids who can't even vote. That's when I realized that RFK is a good dude, a legit individual. I might not see eye to eye to him on the Second Amendment. I'm a big guns rights guy. Like, thou shalt not be infringed. And you can hate me or love me for that. That's fine. But I'm a 90s Democrat. But the left has gone so crazy that I'm basically anything but Democrat. So I'll vote for I'll vote for the fucking Green Party. And that the Libertarian candidate is garbage as well. Chase, he's absolute trash. So right now I'm at a quandary where after Saturday, I do think that I'm leaning towards Trump. But man, RFK, he would be in a perfect world, he is, my opinion, a better president than anybody would be. And again, love me or hate me for it. I'm just being honest. I have an issue. I don't lie very well. But I'm not a Republican. I'm a libertarian. And I know that the Libertarian Party, even the Mises Caucus, isn't voting for the Libertarian guy. Our convention went really, really bad. It went really sideways. So yeah, that's my enough politics. Mark, if you take TRT, would you recommend taking outside? No, there's no point taking a test booster when you're on TRT. And I sell test boosters. It's like throwing newspaper on a forest fire. And if you're not producing your own testosterone because you're exogenous, like you're stimulating air. Like there's nothing to stimulate because you're not producing testosterone. Your body's just shutting down and it's not going to help you. There might be, and I have noticed, and again, I'm not trying to sell you shit right now. I want to say, I know it sounds weird saying that every time. I have taken Insurgent during, on TRT, because I'm always on TRT, because it's what TRT is. It did provide a libido boost from the other ingredients, but you don't need to take it. It's a topical steroid like lidocaine. Put on your hand, risk a little redness for injury. I do sit-ups right after applying. Daniel, I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Thoughts on long COVID relating to heart health and treatment for it. How do I do this? How do I do this without making you guys hate me? Because this is my fitness channel. And how do I do this without getting banned on YouTube? I believe that there is experimental therapy given to a lot of people that constantly hits your heart with this spike protein. And I think that's probably what people are mistaking for long COVID. However, I'm not a doctor. However, viruses linger. For example, my 11-year-old, he had walking pneumonia, and it's been like a month. He still has a mild persistent cough that just takes time to go away. So viruses have always lingered. It's a thing. Have you ever had a cold that would never go away? And based on a lot of the data and expert opinions that I'm reading that aren't, the state media or state-controlled doctors, a lot of it could be psychological. But I think if you've had, whether you've had the illness, whether you've had the treatment, which I didn't fucking get, and whether you haven't, regardless, everything I've told you applies. Everything I told you, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, talk to your doctor, that would be what I'd take. Palms or soles of feet? I don't know what the hell he's talking about, man. Got it, thanks. No dick, I'm a female. Husband's channel, thanks. Well, I mean, it is 2020. Females have penises now, my lady. Clicking on Jenna's YouTube profile now. I told you, Jenna. I told you this would happen. Kenna, yeah. Michael. How do people stay so ripped when they party and drink every weekend? Genetics. I mean, they look great on the outside, but they're crying on the inside. Have you read RFK's book? It's on I'm actually going to download the audio book and listen to it on my next few hikes. RFK is a good dude. I met him as well. I do not like his policies. Way better than Biden, but Trump policies are better. RFK is a 90s Democrat, and so am I. So Alan told me. Alan told me I got to take the punishment and train session with you. Made me, yeah, let's go. I'm here. It's not that hard. It's pretty quick and easy. Tom stopped an attempted rape by gay. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what these comments are. I'm at a loss to why my channel is funny to you. Alex said, Kenna, you're in the cockpit. You're literally in the cockpit. There's a sausage fest in here, man. Thank you, bro. God continue to bless you as well. You as well, my friend. Greetings from Belgium. On that note, guys, I got to get back to work. I got a conference call in 30 minutes. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you go to tigerfitness.com, I have a coupon code that's still active, 10% off everything on the site. It's Yummy Cookie, YUMMY COOKIE. Anything you need, including ambrosia nectar, is 10% off, and the Ghost energy drinks, which probably will kill me. So yeah, it's okay. So yeah, so the reason it blocked you is because it automatically held your comment because YouTube censors things. And that's why I recommend everybody go to Rumble, because we do everything we do here on Rumble and they do not censor. So it is what it is. Anyway, guys, Yummy Cookie is the coupon code, 10% off. I'm going to end you with this beautiful ad that we put together as a team at Ambrosia about heart health. And this was actually just delivered to me this morning with no expectation of doing this video. Again, nectar is in the health supplements I take, but looking for heart health, it's the 5th most important on the list. But, it kind of kind of just covers all bases. Anyway, guys, God bless. Have a good day. If you want to support this channel, go to tigerfitness.com, and I'll see you guys next time. I have another video coming out later today, a clip of the interview with Ali Gilbert. It'll come out. I'll try and make it live around 5 p.m. And if you want to see that entire interview, it is on rumble.com/eveningrants. That rumble.com/eveningrants. God bless. Have a great day.
Stops working, you stop working, meaning you die. Heart disease is the #1 killer in America. Now, I've spent my entire life trying to help people stay healthy through diet and exercise, but those are the main kits in your toolbox. But for optimal health, you need to use every tool possible. When looking at all of the supplements in the world, with all of my years of experience, Nectar is the #1 thing that I recommend to people, and there's a reason for that, including natural nutrients provided to us by Mother Earth. One of these nutrients is called coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 is a very powerful antioxidant. It helps reduce oxidative stress. By doing this, it helps your body to prevent plaque buildup, atherosclerosis, in your arteries. When the plaque builds up, it prevents your blood from flowing. When your blood doesn't flow, it doesn't get to the heart. That's what causes heart attacks. That's what heart disease is. Now, when looking to be your healthiest you ever, you need to look at these things. If you're looking at one product that helps your lungs, your liver, your kidney, your heart, that contains 13 natural ingredients, all shown to help these things, Nectar is the perfect product for you. It serves more of a purpose than just making you look good on the outside. It makes your insides work better. You could have a functioning outside and an optimal inside. Nectar, try it.